Welcome, lords and ladies, kings and queens, my noble court, to the Cosmic Archive, a living legendarium of a million worlds. I am Lord Master Leonis, your humble scribe and archivist, and today I will be reacting to what I've been told is essentially the song that started it all for the Skyebrows cinematic universe. Not to say it didn't exist prior to this song, but rather that this was a song that sort of set the tone and I'm not sure how to describe it, the tone and the attitude of the community, I think. This song is the one that spurred the idea of being around the campfire. It has a lyric in it about us all being around the campfire and saying, I saw it too, or something like that. I've never actually watched this one. This is also I believe this is a music video where Creamy Manjaro originates. Although it might be that in this one, I've never actually seen a clip from this one with Manjaro. It might just be that, I think the mountain is called Manjaro, is it? I think it's Mount Kilimanjaro, right? Yeah. So that's what it is. So it's I think he just shows up as a mountain in this one. I've never seen a clip from it with the man. I think possibly the first time he showed up as like a man character was in Skyebrows. So let's, without further ado, this is about a 3.5-minute video. Oh no, it's like almost a 4-minute video. We're gonna do a minimal react and a maximal react, and if you're on YouTube, I apologize, you won't be getting the minimal react because YouTube does not like unpaused reacts. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this without further ado and react as I see things, and then we'll go in and kind of dive in deeper into everything. See you in a bit, YouTube. Okay, I feel like I probably reacted a lot more in that one than I normally do. I didn't just let it run. I apologize if that takes any magic out of it. There's a lot of people I recognize in there, but I moved past them so fast, it took me a second to like, wait a minute, what's their name? And then I catch the name in my brain after. Welcome back, YouTube, by the way. I catch the name in my brain after. But by the time I had like caught up to it, my brain had caught up to it, it moved on to like 3 separate other people. And then I was like, I'm just going to leave that. We'll look at it in the maximal react. Yeah, he has a couple of verses in there where he talks about sort of where the culture sits and how people feel sitting independently in it, and I'll talk about that a little bit more thoroughly in the maximal, but that's where the community apparently grew out of. I remember watching Lord Intellectual talk about the thing that kind of pushed him to start associating more with people in this community was when he saw this music video and he saw that thing about the little campfire light and we do what we can to keep the tribe alive. We point out and we say, I saw it too. For him, I don't remember the exact words he said, like struck his heart, but it was in all of that stuff there. And I resonate with that too myself. But I remember him talking about like he put so perfectly into words the way a ton of people felt in a way that like truly and fully encapsulated the feeling. And that pulled a lot of people in. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start my maximal react. There's a lot going on in this one. I'm really hoping I can keep it short, but this one is also really important, so I might go longer and just not regret it because, well, it's genuinely important. Interestingly enough, despite being kind of a horny design, the actual animations seem more cutesy. Creamy man, creamy man, creamy manjaro, creamy man. So another thing I want to point out, oh wow, that was a moment to pause it at. I didn't know, I know that the term Creamy Manjaro cropped up in Skyebrows, and I know that people referred to the character as Creamy Manjaro, but I didn't actually know, because I hadn't watched this video yet, that Skyebrows actually called him Creamy Manjaro in the video. And Creamy Manjaro. Also, that little pudgy guy was meme JD Vance again. Creamy man, creamy. I also didn't know that this design came from here. I had been under the impression that he only shows up as a mountain in this video, which I actually said earlier too. And then the idea of him being like a dude was something that came up specifically as part of the Skyebrows react to Pippa. Creamy man, creamy Manjaro can see. Wait, hold on. Is this Tony from LC Signs again? I know he really likes Tony. I don't think I see him as much in his more recent works, but I know he really likes Tony. This guy, I'm not sure who this guy is, but I feel like this is a person in media or something. Okay, this is Smugalana. She's a Russian Fox Girl VTuber. And this is Kirsch, who is the biggest, I would say she's probably the biggest political VTuber. It's like her and Leaflet are the big ones for politics. This guy, I'm wondering if this guy's the same guy who showed up in Skyop. The black guy who was there when he's like, we're waiting for the sky to clear. Is this the same guy? And I don't remember his name. It was Art something or something Art. But cream sits on the top. Don't click off. This is Leaflet as she normally appears. She's usually this sort of elf girl, blue-haired elf girl with the French art beret. Just stop. It's full cream till you drop. Watch Clanker's booties pop. Manjaro just a Watch Clanker's booties pop. Manjaro just a groupie prop. Wait, what does it say here? Yeah, watch Clanker's booties pop. Yeah, I guess that's in reference to like basically what we're looking at here, which is AIs being used to generate sort of these horny images, as well as like you find a lot of NSFW AI art nowadays. Manjaro just a goofy prop. Manjaro just a goofy prop. I don't got anything for that one. I wasn't here for a period of time when that was the case. To my knowledge, Manjaro starts here and has never been just a goofy prop. See this one? Let me get a better screenshot on this. Oh my god, the artifacting is awful. There we go. So I was surprised by this because I didn't know that Skyebrows ever included Fillion in anything in his works. I think in the more recent time periods, I've seen him mostly stick to the same crew of people, and occasionally he'll pull someone else in. And maybe I wonder if this had a similar situation to Kitsunero, because in No Fox Given he added Kitsunero, but he did give her like a very like a much more, shall we say, she showed a lot more skin and was a little more pleasing to the eyes, and Kitsunero did not appreciate that. So I think I haven't seen Skyebrows include her since, and I don't blame him, because that's kind of a bad first impression to make, even if it wasn't intentional, even if it had no ill will behind it. But it would turn someone off to like including that person again. So I don't know, maybe there was something like that with Fillion, or maybe Fillion just never reacted to it, never involved herself. It would make sense because Fillion doesn't really talk politics. She tries to stay very far out of politics. As much as I keep saying, I don't want to talk politics, I end up talking politics all the time. And I really shouldn't. But yeah, Fillion's done a great job of just not making any of her content about that. Also, when are we getting the cat girl back? Hit loops that never stop. I'm sorry, how many shades was that now? Let me see. He pulls off he's got 3 sets of sunshades on. Never stop. Blow screen, yeah, praise the scroll. I like this. This is called the doom scroll. I love the sort of obviously people doom scrolling on their phones, but also the double entendre with the idea that this is like a spell scroll for a spell called Doom, which it makes me think of that, the whole like Rara and the Doom thing. Sound, we lose control. I think this is Joe Rogan, Super Saiyan Joe Rogan here. The nonsense makes us whole real. Okay, where is this saying? What is this saying for words? I'm looking so much. Okay, cream of the slop. The slop. Hit loops that never stop. Hit loops that never stop. Glow screen, yeah, praise the scroll. Glow screen, yeah, praise the scroll. We lose control. Cream sound, we lose control. The nonsense makes us whole, real truth inside the lull. The nonsense makes us whole, real truth inside the lull. See, now that hits. Those lyrics hit. I don't know about the stuff before it, but those lyrics hit. Where it's like, yeah, we're joking and laughing, but we're also kind of saying things as they are. And this is kind of the only place where we can is inside the jokes, because no one wants to talk about it seriously. Relatively certain this is supposed to be Jeffrey Epstein, and the people here, it's all redacted, and the deals he's making between stuff. Looks like this is supposed to be the US and Israel making some kind of deal, maybe? And if I pan out. Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's US and Israel making a deal. Okay, I didn't get her. I was like, it's that one girl earlier. This is Kitsune Mizuki. I know I've mentioned her in previous videos. She was also in No Fox Given. Right now, I haven't been watching a lot of her stuff lately. She streams at a time I can't really get on to watch, which is really unfortunate. I try to watch some of her YouTube videos here and there. But what I remember primarily is she lives in Brazil. Brazil is a very ideologically captured country that's like completely captured by the leftist ideology. So she's not allowed to speak her mind because her mind is not what they want to hear. And she's using her platform to try to fund a method for her to leave Brazil. And I'm guessing come to America. I don't know where else she would go to get a better shot at free speech. But my guess would be she's trying to come to America. I don't know that for sure though. But she's a genuinely good egg. I like her a lot. She's willing to speak the truth. She's willing to call people out when they're bullshitting. And she strikes me as someone who would be a good addition to whatever country she ends up going to when she manages to get that financial goal. Okay, what's it? Something totem pole, volcanic totem pole. What did it say? Let him ignite your soul. Oh, also Kaya, the electric dog. Although I'm noticing that this is like early enough in that tale that we're not really seeing like the full electric superpower stuff yet. We're just seeing that the collar has electricity coming from it. What's it? Hit like? Yeah, that's the goal. Thanks for your time I stole. Okay, hit like. Yeah, that's the toll. Thanks for your time I stole. I can see that both being like YouTube stealing your time as you sit here and watch stuff on it. I could also see that being like YouTube steals your time and that it lets you post things on it and then it changes the rules and demonetizes your ass for stupid reasons like, oh, you're inauthentic. And all the time and effort you put into making that content to try to make something for yourself is just stolen now. Okay, so I think it's more the former than the latter in this case because of these words. Strange attention hole, now share to reach my goal, I think is coming more from the perspective of the speaker is a YouTuber saying this to the audience. Oh, creamy man, Jaro. Creamy man, climb him tomorrow. Creamy man, build like Apollo. I'll be honest, I don't know what to say for all of this chunk. It's just like, he's just saying creamy man, Jaro, and describing him and stuff. We saw Elon Musk climbing a mountain. We see Swole Doge. Creamy man, must like and then, of course, we see more horny animation. I love this. I'm being 100% real with you. This doofy-ass animation is great. I love it. I want to watch this again. He's just like doing the little dance with his hands. Yeah. Okay, now we have Zuckerberg. Although what I find interesting about this is I'm pretty sure this is the only cameo of Zuckerberg in the video. And for the first time I think I've ever seen in a Skyebrows video, he's alone. He does not have his army of Zuckerbergs with him. It's just him. Too spooky, creamy, man, easy to swallow. Oh, yeah, no, he definitely knew what he was doing with this. Is this a character? Is this a VTuber? Who is this? This looks like a Street Fighter character. In fact, I think it is a Street Fighter character. Isn't she like, or is it Mortal Kombat? I don't know. She looks so familiar. I feel like I know this one. I want to say she's either the soldier guy's daughter from Mortal Kombat or she's in Street Fighter. I'm leaning much more strongly towards Street Fighter. She strikes me as she's kind of got a militaristic discipline look, kind of like M. Bison has, but I don't think she's on M. Bison's team. I don't think she's one of Bison's people. I don't know. Okay, now I'm curious on this one. Is this actually a VTuber or is this just, a cat girl? It says creamy memeing lactose Picasso. I like that, lactose Picasso. Because this, I don't know, this doesn't look like a VTuber that I recognize, so I'm not sure if it is one or if it's just a generic cat girl. I also am, her. I have to look now. Okay, so I think I see what this is, and I don't know if I can say it on YouTube. It looks like it might be a term for a certain type of person. Lemon squeezy. Is this Gabe Newell? Is that who he's squeezing? Oh no. This looks like Lusty Links to me. This is a very interesting design. It all like it's clear that like all the colors and designs are based off of like the Oreo cookies and creamy dessert stuff that we're seeing here. But it also kind of has like a almost like native Indian tribe style design to it. Hold on. I don't think I clocked that occurred the first time. He's riding Nyan Cat and he's chasing Charlie the unicorn. It's a magical leopardon, Charlie. What is this? This is crazy. Okay, that's Shoe on Head. I don't know who this is. This one, I've seen her in other stuff. She strikes me as like a feminine X count. I don't know if that's just female the X count or not. This looks a lot like the X count. I'm not sure who the Uma in this is. It might just be one of the Umas from the game or a generic Uma. I'm not sure. This is Feeble Mind for sure, though. We've seen him with the Santa hat on before. Okay, this is one of the Hirohei, that's his name. This is one of the ones where like I noticed him and I know who he was, but it moved on too quick for my brain to catch up. This is Hirohei. He's a drama VTuber. He largely covers like drama when someone on the right says something that they believe is relatively innocuous and someone on the left starts calling them a racist about it. Now, this one caught me completely by surprise. This is a group that I've been watching a lot more lately. This is Malcolm and Simone, and they run a podcast called Base Camp. And sometimes it's just them talking, and sometimes they bring guests on. They have Leaflet on a lot now. Malcolm specifically has like a podcast separate with Leaflet now where they talk about sort of philosophy and why it's important for certain things to move forward. These two are pro-natalists and they started their own version of Christianity called techno-puritanism, I believe. They have a very, how did he describe it? Monist, literalist view of the Bible. I'm not 100% sure what that means, I suppose. Let me see. So I want to know what monist means. That's what I'm looking up. An adherent of monism, the philosophical belief that reality is a unified whole and that all things can be explained by or reduced to a single fundamental substance, principle, or reality. Okay. So in other words, everything can be like distilled down to its fundamental version. That's what monist is. Literalist in the fact that like they take the words said very literally. But that's interesting. I did not know that this, how long ago even was this? 5 months ago? It has not been half a year since, I mean, I joined this whole debacle back during Skyebrows was his newest video back then. Now I need to ask the question, when did he post Skyebrows? How long ago was this for me? It feels like a long time that I've been doing this now. 4 months ago. And I waited like a week and a half to post my video. 4 months ago. That's all it's been? That's all it's been? Damn. I feel like I've lived through years of shit in that span of time. All right, I'm dwelling on this too long. We got to keep going. Rev says Desu. Wait. Was that Sylvester Stallone? Yeah, this is Home Stallone from the Home Stallone videos. I haven't covered the Home Stallone videos because they're kind of just goofball. They're not really part of the grander, at least I don't think them to be part of the grander, like, cultural influence. But Home Stallone is probably where a lot of his... If I had to identify a video that's like, this is when people started looking at him more, would be Home Stallone. This video, Creamy the Slop, is when people realized that he adhered to this cultural idea that everyone else found so invigorating to join. So the thing is, I still think this is Lusty Links, but in some ways this kind of comes off as a generic cat girl. I do think this is Lusty Links though. This one surprised me too because I don't think I've ever seen Chibidoki in any of his other videos. I love how Creepy Manjaro just has the biggest lips as ice cream cone over here. That's crazy. I don't know if she ever reacted to this either. I wouldn't blame her if she didn't. I think this is another case of Chibi does not want to talk politics on her streams. And I get that too, because when you talk politics, you alienate certain groups of people. Like, even if you're in the majority, there's people who will still, in that majority, not watch you because you disagreed with one thing they thought was really important. So I don't really blame her if she didn't react to this. I wonder if she did, though. I might go look that up after this and see if she ever did. Creamy man, no one that we know. Did he just put Asmongold as the mountain head here? No, wait, that might be Penguin Zero. This is Tim Pool. Man Torpedo, Creamy Man, Meme Man Torpedo. Chase the likes cause we're in sync when punchlines land just right. Okay, this is gonna be the part where we're pushing the or not we're pushing, but like this is where he speaks his mind about something and people like identified with it. Why chase the likes? Cause we're in sync. When punchlines land just right. We trade a wink, a lol, a link. We trade a wink, a lol, a link. Our tiny campfire light. So in case anyone's wondering why because I know that we've seen the pod and the Sealverse rise relatively recently, but this was what came before it, was the campfire. Gather around the campfire. Our campfire light. This is where that concept originated. Attention's rent for life on Earth, we pay it with a grin. Attention's rent for life on Earth, we pay it with a grin. And we live rent-free in other hearts, so joy can wander in. We live rent-free in others' hearts, so joy can wander in. I wonder how much of this is coming from his point of view as a content creator, and saying that as content creators, we live rent-free in others' hearts, so joy can wander in. Creamy man, wears only Prado. So bougie, creamy man, memes are his motto. I wonder who this guy is. Is this someone I should recognize? I mean, honest, for some reason, it's giving me Ellen DeGeneres vibes, but I think I'm very wrong about that. Yeah, we're back to... Okay, who is this, though? Actually. What on earth is this business? Who is this? I do not know what's happening here. This is giving me some like the grin from Bloodbath Godzilla vibes. Seriously, creamy man in a avocado, steamy. So yeah. It's just me, or do you look more like a cat in that shot? He did look more like a cat in that shot. So yeah, the reason's this. Okay, this is Liberal Hive Mind. That was another one that popped up. I don't think we've ever seen Liberal Hive Mind's room, but he uses like a sort of this hoodie. Although I think in his picture, his face is obscured. So he's just adding like the meme face of the guy in here. But this is another guy who he'll say his introduction is, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, where we're dedicated to exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left, or something like that. That's like his intro. To brighten up our lives, to catch the feeling in a... I don't know if this is someone. I feel like it is someone, but I don't know who. So that the tribe survives. Okay, right. I'm missing the words right now. What is this? The reason is this. To brighten up our... I should check, because I'm curious if he put his lyrics here at all. He did not. Bummer. The reason's this, to brighten up our lives, to catch the feeling in a meme so that the tribe survives, which is like it's coming from this spot where like the ideologically captured parts of people in the world are like actively trying to push and hammer everyone else away and keep them from being part of the zeitgeist. And they do that because they don't want to compete with other ideologies. And so in this case, it's not even a matter of people who are politically against them. It's just people living their own lives lives, doing their own thing, and then suddenly that's not acceptable anymore. And as they're being pushed further away from each other, separated, pushed out of the zeitgeist, this idea of we capture the feeling in a meme so that the tribe survives is a way of keeping everyone from being completely removed. We moved to memes and humor to give us a place where we could still say the things we wanted to say and do the things we wanted to do.
We post to pull the future close and shout, I saw it too.
We post a poll to hold to what was this? We post a poll? No, we post to pull the future close.
Close and shout, I saw.
And shout, I saw it too. Oh, it wasn't Ella Degenerate. It was, it was Rickroll. I was so wrong about that. Creamy Mimi Manjaro says the art, in fact, is you. Yeah, so this whole, like, these last couple of little bits here, this is where, like, the community consensus begins. This is the foundation upon which all the sort of communal thoughts and ideology that's been birthed in the last 5 months. It's been 5 months. I don't say it shouldn't say birth, but just, like, it's come to the fore, is this. This was the beginning of it all.
Creamy man, creamy Manjaro. Creamy Mimi, creamy man, creamy Manjaro. Full creamy man, creamy Manjaro. Can't see me, creamy man, his fellows the jello. So jiggly.
His fellows the jello. Oh, this dude showed up in Skyebrows too. I don't know who this is. I mean, obviously it looks like a dude made out of flan, but I wonder if this is a reference to, like, there's a lot of overweight folks, including myself, who kind of, like, find it hard to change the way we are and sit at our computers watching things all the time and don't really change our state of being. And I'm calling myself out as much as I call anyone else out. And I'm sitting here going, man, I didn't go to the gym today.
So jiggly.
Oh, yeah. Slime leaflet. This is something we see so rarely, especially in Skyebrows videos, but just generally in the SCU. Like this, if anyone watches Leaflet or hasn't seen a lot of Leaflet, this is Leaflet's actual form, her character's actual form. So all the other ones, she puts on what's called a glamour, which is a tabletop RPG term for, like, a magic you use to alter your appearance. You do not alter your body. You're not shape-shifting. You just appear as something else to other people. It's almost like a cognitive magic. This, I think I just found my thumbnail image right here. This is such a good shot. Oh, I didn't even notice he has the Warhammer ships in the oh, this is definitely this is definitely gonna be the the thumbnail image. Holy shit. Oh, maybe I should make Manjaro the thumbnail image. I'm not sure.
Song slaps bigly. Song slaps bigly.
That would make a good one too, honestly. Based on a true inside joke. I did not catch that before. Oh man, that was really good. I'll openly admit that the song style isn't really, it's not really my favorite, but like the words are so good. They jab real deep. This was really good. Everyone I've talked to tells me that more or less the sort of this song was sort of the underlying foundation that built this community of VTubers and AI creators around Skyebrows. And I can see why. Like, Skyebrows just put his heart out there and everyone was like, I see you, and I'm gonna get in line behind you and I'm gonna follow you. So that's definitely interesting. I've never seen this before. So this is my first time being exposed to all of that. But it definitely makes me feel things inside. So that's some hallmark of a good artist, when he can pull emotion out of you with his work. So I think I've said pretty much everything I want to say on that particular video. Until next time, my curious scholars. Bye bye.